So if price drops, demand increases. Law of demand, ceteris paribus, we know that. And that we call that a price determinant. Okay, a price determinant, what I mean is that price is one of the determinants, one of the factors that influences the demand. Okay, so there are two determinants. There's a price determinant, meaning literally just price, that affects the demand. And then we've got the second group, which is called a non-price determinants. Okay, now, as we can see, curve here. Okay, we see a curve here. At the price of $5, we've got people are willing to buy 2 bars of chocolate, correct? In this graph. I hope everybody's with me. And if the price drops to $4, people are willing to buy 4 bars of chocolate. And it goes on and on and on and on. As you guys can see, the demand or the dot on the graph moves along the curve, correct? It moves along the curve. So when we say there is a price determinant, as in when price changes the demand, there is a movement along the curve. That's what we call it. Okay, please remember that. But so when we say the price of chocolate, when it drops from $5 to $3, there has been an increase in demand by 4. Okay, because it went from 2 to 6. Okay, so there has been a movement along the curve and the demand has increased to 4. Now, when it comes to non-price determinants, we say there's a shift of the curve. Okay, when I say a shift of the curve, I mean we're not moving along the curve anymore. The curve itself is moving now. Okay, and this is only when it's a non-price determinant. Okay, and now I'm going to teach you. When there's an increase in demand, the curve shifts to the right. Okay, and when there's a decrease in demand, the curve shifts to the left. Now, one tip I can give you guys here is, I know many students in a test where they draw, for example, let's say this graph, there's an increase, okay? Like this, okay? So it shifts to the right, right? I've seen many students draw their arrows like this, okay? And when there's like a decrease in demand, they draw it like this, okay? No, that's not how we do it in economics, okay? Your arrow, no matter what, in any graph, needs to be horizontal, okay? Please don't draw it diagonally. That's not economics, okay? So any shifts you draw in econ is always horizontal, okay? The arrows. So many teachers at many international schools don't really care about this and they just like go over it. But people who are very sensitive or who know the actual economics and IB economics will know this, okay? So it's got to be horizontal. So yeah, as I told you here, non-price determinants are factors other than price that influences the demand. So the definition is here. Please keep that in mind. And as I told you, an increase in demand. See, do you see how the textbook also draws a horizontal arrow? Okay, that's how it should be, okay? So an increase in demand is shift to the right. Decrease in demand is shift to the left. Okay, so that's what it is. Now we're going to go in and look at what are the non-price determinants. Okay, what are the non-price determinants?